Hi people, today we're gonna be talking about Coyote, the remarkable journey of Coyote Sunrise by Gemeinhart. And I have to say, this is one of those books that you don't read, but you feel them. And for me, it's been an amazing journey alongside Coyote. And yeah, it's a book about grief, about loss, about trying to run all those feelings of pain, sadness, grief, and then realizing that you cannot run from your own feelings, that you have to sort of confront them, and that it's better to hurt and to feel grief for those that you love and to have those memories, these moments that you had together. It's better to cry and laugh, recounting them, than forgetting or trying to forget about it. So recently I had a major loss in my life. So books like this one that talk about grief and dealing with the suffering of loss because of death and all of those things are books that I need to read right now. So this book had been recommended to me as a book that deals with grief, as I said, and it's a middle grade book, but I think that youngsters and older people and everyone in between can love this book. So yeah, I'm recommending it to you. It's a book about a journey, but it's not only the journey of Coyote and her dad, but of immediate characters that they are going to be finding through the journey, and you have them here in the back. We have this booth here, the other, it's going to be one of the main characters. It's going to be the house on wheels that our characters are going to use to go from place to place and also share the memories and, their own feelings. We are going to have, as I said, Coyote and her dad, but in the moment in the story, in the very beginning, Coyote doesn't call him dad, because it's like, if he calls him dad, it reminds him of something that happened that he rather not think about it right now in the book. So they changed their names, and that's why Coyote is called Coyote. So yeah, she has another name, and maybe we will learn about it, maybe. And then they encounter this Salvador and his mom. The aunt of Salvador is going to come on board too. We have Lester, who is a guy who's a member of a band. He's a musician, and he has this girlfriend, on and off girlfriend, who he wants to be with, but in order to be with, he has to renounce to what makes him him. He loves music, he wants to be a musician, but the girl doesn't want to marry a musician. So yeah, Lester, it's having to choose what he wants to do. Will he go with her, renouncing to what he really loves, or will he stay true to himself? That's also something very important that it's going to be talked about in this book, about the importance of being your own person and finding the people who are true and right for you without having to change. You don't change for people, you find your own drive, and you get accepted for who you are. And we are going to have Val here, who is another amazing character. And yeah, I'm not going to talk about all the characters because I don't want to spoil the fun for you in this book, but let's say that every one of the characters that come in contact with Coyote and that travel with her on this journey that they are going to make together, all of them have in common that they have some major trouble, they are broken in some way, they are suffering in some way, and they are going from one point to another physically, like we are moving from Paris to San Diego, but also they are doing this inner journey in which they are going to confront their own fears, their own insecurities, and they are trying to, to find their footing in this world. And I love that book for that. I also love that we have animals. We have this cat here called Ivan. At the very beginning of the book, it's Coyote adopting him, and I love that when she looks at him, she feels like some missing part of herself, it's finally found. And I love that friendship with animals, it's something very central in this story. It means a lot more, but I love that we have this bond between animal and person because it's a very important one. And we're going to have Gladys, but we won't know about her until the very end of the book. She comes like in the last part of the book. As I was saying, I'm not going to talk very much about what the book is about because I want you to be surprised. Let's just say that, as I said, it's a book about dealing with grief and confronting the pain of losing someone and accepting that this person or these people are no longer in your life. But they are gone, but they are not gone. You know what I mean? You have all those memories, all these treasure moments, and yeah, I'm going to cry. Sorry, as I say, I had a major loss sadly. And I love that this book celebrates life. Coyote and her dad, they are afraid of, of confronting those feelings, of realizing that the people they loved are gone. But I love that they come to realize that maybe they're not physically here, but they are still here with them in every memory, in every remembrance, in every time they talk and cry and laugh and hook each other, thinking about them. And I think that this is the immortality that we can give the people and the animals that we love, to remember them. I know it hurts, but when there is great love, there is great grief too. So you know what I mean? So we are going to have this dad who is not he's not a dad. He doesn't want to be called a dad because it reminds him of people he's lost. And we're going to have this daughter that's trying to, to be so perfect, so well behaved. She's taking care of herself, but she's taking care of her dad. And she's going to come to realize that she needs to take care of herself first. And once she's taking care of herself, she can take care of everyone. And I love that they are in this journey. I love what this journey implies. I'm butchering it now. Okay, let's look up. We're going to have Coyote and Rodeo, that's the dad, that's the names that they have picked up when they began this journey. They grabbed this bus called Jagger and they began chewing like the wall. And it's been 5 years when Coyote adopts the cat, Ivan, and she begins to feel like she feels like she needs a friendship. She needs someone to care about other than her dad, who she's not allowed to call dad. And she begins to have all these feelings that she has been trying to suppress of missing the family that she no longer has. And there is this moment and something happens in the book and she feels like she has to come back. She has to come back and he has to, to find something that they all left behind. There is like this object that symbolizes a lot. And during this idea she has, because she knows that she cannot ask Rodeo to go back because he will say no. So she begins to devise a plan, to kind of sort to make Rodeo go back without knowing that he's going back. And during this journey back home, it's where she and Rodeo are going to find all this band of misfits with their own stories, with their own broken hearts and broken dreams, and they need to begin anew. And they're going to make this travel together, and they're going to form bonds of friendship. And they're going to be shouting to the stars about all those things that they have to keep sealed inside themselves. That's literal. They're going to be shooting to the stars. And as I say, it's an amazing book. And yeah, I don't know what more to say to you. If you are dealing with grief, if you have lost someone you love, this book may help you because there is full of very interesting quotes and things I have marked. I don't know if the camera shows them, but I have marked like a lot of them. And sometimes, as I said, when you're dealing with things, having a book that you don't read but you feel helps, because you feel less alone, and also maybe you find an outlet to express all these feelings that you have inside. Whether you are trying to suppress them or you are embracing them, I recommend to you that you embrace those feelings. But you have to do what works for you, but celebrate the lives of those who were here and honor them, even if it hurts talking about them. I think they are part of us. And yeah, I'm shutting up now because I'm going to cry. Thank you for watching. Bye.